the staff with Alta Vista, and they said they might be interested. Last season was the first season, and just started off with just 4 boys for like 2.5 weeks of practice, but the word got out, and just slowly, one by one. They only won 1 game last season, and then this second season, like the first practice, there was like 12 boys, and then this season they finished undefeated in their league. So it's just growing and growing.
It has really become an influence on me because these boys have latched onto me and made me feel welcome. I've also understood that by having and creating the rugby program at Alta Vista, that we have kept some of these kids from being pulled into the gangs that they used to be in, and consequently that just makes me feel great.
When I started playing and I started practicing and I seen like the team like involvement of it, like it makes you want to talk more and it makes you want to get out there more and just interact with people and just become more social. It's pretty fun, and especially like after games, how you eat with your opponent, that's like good bonding right there. It just teaches you a whole nother route other than, you know, just like doing bad stuff.
What I noticed in just the first through September to December is their GPAs actually are, and all of the rugby players, their GPAs went up a whole point. Some 2 points. So you went from a 0.67 to a 1.67 or a 2.67. Their GPAs are jumping. Their attendance is increasing, but their GPAs are increasing by at least 1 to 2 points. All of the rugby players.
First thing, just give me 100%. The word respect yourself by coming out, respect the other team, respect me as a coach, respect the ref. And the third thing is to stay positive. So if there's any mistake, you don't get down on them. It's not the priority. It's about just getting out there, being part of a family, the rugby family. In any sport, that's the tightest, camaraderie of any, and it's worldwide. And once they start seeing it, the first game, the social afterward, they're like, what, we eat with the other team? They love the whole rugby culture.
I come from a neighborhood like it's gang affiliated, and it's really bad, and like for me to stay away from all that and my attention, it comes to here, and it's just better for me to be in practice than being out there just doing nothing but trouble.
I just gotten out of rehab. I was going to Alta Vista High, and Miss King, she told me you're doing rugby, I had court. She told me, this is gonna help you out in court. And the day they dropped all my cases, and after that I just been into rugby. I didn't know the sport, nothing about it. I didn't know it came from across the world.
They came down for food and we hosted, but they left right away. And the boys were like, Miss King, why didn't they stay and eat with us? Is it because we're from Alta Vista? Because we're from a continuation school? Like, they were hurt. Like, the meals were important to them, and they took it as, is it because we're bad kids they didn't want to stay and eat with us? So the meals were, that's when I realized that meal time is important. That's an acceptance for them. So that was one of the meal things that really hit me, like, okay, this is a big deal to them, this acceptance in this community. They want to fit in, they want to be part of something, and like I said, rugby has embraced them.
Back then it was fights every day, and this helped me out. It helped me out get out of all the bad influences in my life, like all that stuff. Now I don't have the need to get in a fight just because, it's something that I used to do. Now it's get it all out in rugby.
Just how quick the game is. I'm used to American football, so it was kind of fun to watch how fast the game progresses. So that was very impressive to me. But just the overall culture, the sharing, the camaraderie, that's been a real positive impact on campus.
I think it's an answer to a lot of what we're looking for in schools. I'm really excited about the Olympics because I think that will help people understand better about rugby, because right now you tell people rugby and the first thing they say it's too dangerous, and it's like no, it's not too dangerous. So I'm really hopeful that having it in the Olympics will give a little more information out there as far as the realities of rugby and how it's not any more dangerous than any of these other sports.